Hello students, today we are going to learn chapter 2 exercise. The title of this chapter stepwise thinking. Stepwise thinking it means you can think with sequence of steps. Okay? Now I start your exercise portion. Question 1. Number the picture in order from the beginning of the day. Check with your friends if they have number in the same order. Not. There can be more than one correct order. Here you can write your order. First, the boy sleep in the bed. The second thing, the boy take his breakfast. Then the third step, the boy ready to go school. Step 4, the boy eat his lunch. Then after step 5, the boy ready to play cricket. Step 6, the boy start his reading. Step 7, the boy take a dinner. Then after the step 8, the boy go to sleep. So here in this order, this is the stepwise thinking. So this is the stepwise thinking. So in this picture, the order are arranged in the steps. So you can write in your textbook. Question B. Here are some activities you do every morning before going to school. Before going to school, you can do this kind of activities. Number them in the correct order. You can number them in the correct order. Not. There can be more than one correct order. First step here, get up and brush your teeth. First step, get up and brush your teeth. Step 2, drink a glass of milk. Step 3, have your breakfast. Step 4, after breakfast, take a bath and wear your uniform. Step 5, make sure all your books are in the bag. You all have put your books into the bag. Step 6, put your shoes on and go to school. You put on your shoes and ready for go to school. So here this is the activity of every morning before going to school. So you all are doing this activity with the step wise. Okay students, you can write this in your textbook. Question number 3. Whole picture might look different, but it can easily be made in a few steps. Step by step drawing of giraffe. First of all, you draw square. Then after you draw the corner side. Then after you draw the legs of giraffe. Then after you draw giraffe face and giraffe tail. So this is the stepwise drawing, and at last the picture are finished here. So you can just see this picture is step by step drawing of a giraffe. Okay, now we move to our topic, filling the missing step of the following drawing. In this drawing, some missing steps are there, so you can draw it. Question A. First we draw triangle, then after draw rectangle. In the second picture, triangle, rectangle, square and the window of the house. And step 3 is missing here, and the step 4 are displayed into the picture. So who is the step 3? So in the step 3 you can draw the door of the pictures. Okay, now question B. Step 1 is missing and picture 4th number is missing in your textbook. So you just apply your logic, which one is first and which one is fourth, and then after you can draw in your textbook. Sorry students, here my drawing is not good. You can draw yourself. One picture, the penguin face and the stomach is missing here. Second picture, all things are ready. In the fourth picture, the penguin nose and penguin eyes is remaining, so here I draw it. You can draw look like my picture in your textbook. See, on the aeroplane first stick, second picture this portion is remaining. In the third you can draw this, and then after this both are finishing here. Now we move our step 4. Jyoti wants to invite her grandparents to the annual program of her school. Her grandparents stay in another city, so she decides to write a letter to them. Number the given picture in the correct sequence. Hint: use your understanding of stepwise thinking. One is done for you. Step 1. Jyoti take letter box and Jyoti write it. Here you just correct the step 4 because by mistake I write here 1. So you can write step 4. Step 1, Jyoti take the pen and letter. Then step 2, Jyoti write letter. Step 3, he put into the box, and step 5, the postman do the letter. Now here you can write this. All of us, question 5th, all of us know the story of the thirsty crow. The pictures given here are scrambled. Number them correctly. Check with your friends if they have the same order. So you all are aware of this story, the thirsty crow. The first in this picture, the crow sitting on the branch. In second thing, the crow is very thirsty and find out the water. Suddenly, the crow see the one jug, and then after he see into the jug. The jug is empty. In the fourth step, the crow find out the conquer, and then after step 5, the crow put the conquer into the jug, and finally the water came upside, and the crow drink the water. So this is your step of this story. I hope you can write in your textbook. Here your exercise is finished. Now we move to our next chapter. Chapter number 3. I start your chapter 3. The title of this chapter, Storage Devices. The meaning of storage, it means store something, and devices means your computer parts of your computers. So the meaning of storage device, a storage device are used to store information on the computer that we might need to access again in the future. So here the storage device are store your information on the computer. If any time you can access your data, so with the use of storage device you can access. After finishing this chapter, you all are able to in this chapter you all are able to learn different type between the primary and the storage device. Here are two types of devices, storage devices, primary and secondary storage device. State features of computer storage device, identify different storage device, and use external storage device for storing and sharing information. Here the dialogue between Tejas, Jyoti and Moz. Tejas, Jyoti and Moz are busy playing computer games. Jyoti wants to listen to some music. Moz plays Jyoti's favorite songs on the computer. Tejas, Jyoti and Moz are busy to playing the games, and Jyoti want to listen some music. Moz plays Jyoti's favorite song on the computer. I wonder how the computer remembers so many things. Do you know how the computer remember all things? In our body, we remember our things in our mind. But do you know a computer remember everything in which place? So here I explain you. Just as our brain store all the memories and other information, the computer store every information in the storage devices. Where the computer store all the information? In the storage device. Just like we store cookies or chocolates in a jar. We all are store cookies and chocolates into the jar. Yes, whatever you say on a computer is actually stored in the storage device. You do any work in your computer, the computer store all the work into the storage devices. Do you know what is the exact definition of storage devices and what is the use of storage devices? Storage devices are used to store information on the computer that we might need to access again in the future. Storage devices are used to store all information on the computer. If we want to access any information in any time, we can access from our computer with the use of storage devices. Most pickups up to 2 storage devices from the nearby table and show them to Tejas and Jyoti. These two are the storage devices. You watch. First one is RAM. Second one is the picture of hard disk. Yes, these are different computer storage devices. Can be classified as a primary and secondary storage device. Computer storage device are in two parts. One is primary storage devices and second one is secondary storage devices. All the files are saved in the secondary storage devices. You write every file, you make any file, so these all files are saved into the computer's secondary storage device. When you click an icon on the desktop, the CPU search for the relevant files in the secondary storage devices and copy the file in the primary storage devices. It means in the desktop icon you can search some files. So these files copy from secondary storage device to primary storage devices. Oh, I got it. When I paint using the computer, I click the touchpad icon. On clicking, the CPU finds the paint file and copy it to the primary storage devices or the main memory. It means you can click on any icon. So this file CPU find and copy into the primary storage devices or the main memory. Once I finish painting and save it with a file name, it is saved in the secondary storage devices. I finish my work and then after I save my file. So every save file are stored in your secondary storage devices. Good example. That's exactly how it works. Why does a computer copy file from the secondary storage to the primary storage? Can't it directly work with the files from the secondary storage? No. The primary storage devices are situated very closely to CPU. So, time taken by the CPU to access all the information to perform a task is very less as compared to the time taken to access information from the secondary storage devices. So why? Does a computer need a secondary storage devices? Does a computer need a secondary storage device? The size of primary storage device is very small as compared to the size of secondary storage device. That's the reason a computer need a secondary storage devices. Also, once the computer is switched off, all information stored in your primary storage device. Anytime you switch off your computer, so that time your all information are stored in your primary storage device. So we need another memory to store information for further use. So when we save a file, the information gets stored in the secondary storage device forever. How much information can we save in it? Information stored in the secondary storage devices is permanent. Means in the secondary storage device, all the information stored in permanent unless you delete it. It means if you not delete any files, so in the secondary storage device are store all the file, but you delete any file, so your deleted file are not stored in your secondary storage devices. You can store a lot of information depending upon its capacity. Means it is depend upon the capacity of storage devices. Tejas and Shruti look carefully at the two devices. So to them by moves. So the two devices look it into the picture. First one is RAM and second one is hard disk. So the primary storage device that you see here is a RAM. In this picture, this is a RAM. This is a picture of RAM and this is a picture of hard disk. So the primary storage device that you see, so it is called RAM. The full form of RAM is random access memory. Okay. The secondary storage device that you see here is a hard disk. So look it into this picture. This is a hard disk. So the storage capacity of the hard disk is almost 1000 times compared to the RAM. Means RAM ki comparisons, with the comparison of RAM, the hard disk storage is 1000 times compared to the RAM. So here RAM is the primary storage device inside the computer where the information is stored temporarily for quick access by the CPU. So RAM is also called a temporary storage devices. Hard disk is the secondary storage device inside the computer that can permanently store a large amount of information on the computer. So hard disk is a secondary storage device and the hard disk store all the information in permanently. I don't have any songs on my computer at home. I wish I could listen to music at home as well. You can transfer the songs from this computer to your computer at home using a pen drive and CD. With the use of pen drive and CD, You can transfer the data from one computer to another computer. So this device can be attached to a computer whenever required and are called external and secondary storage devices, or it is simply called external storage device. Why do you know why it is called external storage device? Because we are attached in our computer externally. That's the reason it's called external storage devices. How can I carry songs on a pen drive or a CD? You need a blank external storage device and copy the files to that device. To use a pen drive, insert in the USB port of the computer. Once the device is recognized by the computer, you can copy the song from the computer. It means how you can copy the songs on a pen drive or a CD. So first of all, you insert your pen drive in your USB port, and then after from your computer you can copy your selected song and you can paste in your pen drive. So it is very easy to copy from pen drive and CD drive. We discuss this chapter in the next lecture. Step to insert a CD and pen drive in a computer. I explain into the next lecture. Thanks. Have a nice day.